What is up, guys? Rick Cacus here, and today we're going to be playing some Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer. Just taking a look at some of the weapons, characters, mechanics, and just some baseline stuff so you guys get to know a little bit more about this game. Now, the reason I'm able to play Mass Effect Andromeda a little bit early, it actually releases March 21st, is because of the 10-hour free trial you get if you have EA access for Origin, or it's actually on the Xbox One as well. PS4, for whatever reason, said no to EA access, so you can't get it there, unfortunately. But yeah, I've got 10 hours to play of the game, and everything's unlocked. Like, it's literally the full game. Except for story mode is cut off at a certain point, but the multiplayer, like, you can just go ham. And actually, if you get this 10-hour trial, apparently anything you earn and get, if you get the full game, you get that carried over. Like, anything you earn in the trial, you basically get for the actual full game. So I'm really tempted now to get this on the PC, because I'm playing on the PC, and I've got to admit, this is a little embarrassing, but I'm using an Xbox One controller, and I know some of the PC players are going to be like, is this kid giving up mouse and keyboard to use a plebeian controller? But yes, I am. My current setup is such that my arms kind of hang off a little bit if I use mouse and keyboard, so I can't really be fully integrated into the PC master race. I've got to use a pleb controller. But no, it's good, and the reason I mention that is because Mass Effect 3 didn't have controller support at all, but Mass Effect Andromeda has seamless controller support on the PC. So I just plug it in and it works instantly. Like, I don't have to set anything up, and I've literally unplugged it and replugged it in, and it just like works so fast. So that's really awesome. Anyways, let's talk about this multiplayer. So when you start out, I don't know about you guys, but I actually got a crap ton of free packs. In case you don't know, Mass Effect Andromeda is totally based around, the multiplayer at least, is based around the supply drop microtransaction opening whole system there. I know a lot of you are going to be like, that sounds shitty, but it's better than you may think. Mass Effect 3 pioneered the way to do this system without doing it extremely crappy like Call of Duty. You actually earn the currency to get packs pretty reasonable, and all of the multiplayer DLC for Mass Effect Andromeda, and this was confirmed, is going to be free. And the same thing happened with Mass Effect 3. So we got like new weapons, new maps, new characters, an entirely new enemy race, like tons of new stuff completely for free. So as long as they're doing that, I'm okay with this system. It's when you have Call of Duties that are charging for the Season's Pass and DLC and then still doing the microtransactions, that's BS. So we've got an actually pretty good system here, honestly. And from what I've been playing so far, I earned the credits like 100,000 credits, freaking rolling, bankroll up in her, to get the most expensive pack pretty easily just by playing, like, I think a little over an hour of the lowest tier difficulty of bronze. So that's definitely not a bad earn rate, and I hope they keep that for the full game. Anyways, I got a crap ton of free packs for being hella loyal to EA, to being an EA shill, and so I got some new weapons, some new characters, and one of the weapons I gotta tell you guys about because it's so good. Like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize how insane this would be, but it is a fully automatic sniper rifle called the Raptor, and this thing, I believe, was in Mass Effect 3. It was a kind of like a DMR. It was a semi-automatic. I think it was semi-automatic in Mass Effect 3. It didn't really pack a huge punch, but you could feather fire the crap out of it. You could just go to town and use this thing very aggressively. Well, in Mass Effect Andromeda, watch out. Like, watch out. This thing is insane. It's so good, and it's only a silver tier weapon, which means it's only uncommon. You can get this thing from very low level packs. You don't need to grind and grind. Like, I'm not making this video saying, oh yeah, I got this ultra rare gun. It's like 1.1% chance of you getting this gun. Go and get it because it's amazing. No, this is a silver tier gun. It shouldn't be that hard to get. So if you're a new player to Mass Effect Andromeda, you actually have pretty good access to this weapon. And my god. So I tried this weapon out and I didn't expect what I would find, but what I found was basically an assault rifle that had accidentally ended up in the sniper rifle category. This thing is fully automatic. So you hold the trigger, it keeps going. And it packs such a punch. Like, I was able to aim down sights, which it comes with an automatic built-in scope because it's a sniper rifle, and get pretty accurate kills because this thing can dump its rounds across the map because it's a sniper rifle, but also you're able to engage enemies in super close range. Like, just hip fire the crap out of enemies. In fact, it's so good close range, guys. I was using this sniper rifle with my Krogan Vanguard, which is a guy that you have the biotic charge ability, where you see a guy and you charge up to him, and then you can Nova slam the ground, like, and then you just melee him and headbutt him to death. It is like the most aggressive character you can play. You want to be right in people's faces, punching them, headbutting them. It's just like so in your face. And I was using a sniper rifle with that guy. And I didn't expect that. I mean, when I started out the game, I was like, I gotta use a shotgun, right? No. Shotguns are for wimps. You gotta go full sniper rifle with the Raptor. There's a raptor sound. I don't know if you guys caught that. But this thing, no, it seriously is so good because when you start the game, your starting assault rifle is the M8 Avenger. And it's definitely a pretty overall average gun, I'd say. Like, it doesn't necessarily do anything super poorly, but it doesn't do anything super well as well. This Raptor just kills so much quicker than what I was experiencing with assault rifles. And a couple of different assault rifles. I tried like this triple burst assault rifle that sucked. I did not like that at all. So seriously, if you get this Raptor, definitely try it out. It was doing absolute work in the bronze tier and even brought it up to silver tier, and it was doing very good in there as well. The only thing is it's pretty thirsty. Like, you're gonna have only a 15 round magazine. That can definitely be extended depending on your character. Like, I was playing the soldier character, which is the baseline character you start with, but it's got pretty good overall stats, pretty good overall abilities, very easy thing to learn to use. You've got some frag grenades, you've got an ability that basically increases your magazine size, increases your rate of fire, and lets you just kind of go ham. And then you've got concussive shot, which, you know, you just press the bumper in my case, or you press whatever key that is, and you just shoot like an explosive shot at an enemy, and if they're low health, they'll die, but mostly you'll just knock them down, it'll stun them, and it'll let you get that extra damage in, which is pretty damn useful. But again, very easy character to learn with. I think if you guys are trying out Mass Effect Andromeda, try out the soldier. Like, you may be tempted to try something else, but just kind of get used to the soldier. It's so easy, again, to just kind of get the mechanics in your head together and get everything working with the soldier, then move on to those other classes. You'll understand them a lot better. But anyways, moving back to the Raptor, the thing that let me know how good this gun was, and this is pretty unexpected and actually like a pretty small chance of happening, but funny enough, I did save up and I opened that premium Spectre pack, that's the most expensive pack, hashtag ballin', and it opened up, and of all things I could have gotten, I got the M-90 Indra sniper rifle. Now, the Mass Effect 3 players watching this video are going to know that's returning from Mass Effect 3. In Mass Effect 3, that was a fully automatic sniper rifle, and it still is. So I'm walking around here with my two fully automatic sniper rifles. Who needs bolt action? I just walk around. I use my sniper rifles like assault rifles. I'm just walking around Rambo all up in here with sniper rifles. But it was just crazy that I ended up, of all the weapons I could get, I got the Indra. But what blew my mind was how bad it was. I used the Indra and I thought it was going to be like the Raptor Plus. I was like, holy crap, I'm liking this Raptor. I got this Indra. It's a rare gun, so it's got to be better than the silver gun. Nope. Like, I was just shooting guys and it did basically nowhere near the damage, and even according to the in-game stats, it doesn't do as high of damage and doesn't have a high of a rate of fire as the Raptor. So the Raptor beats it outright in DPS. The Indra only beats it pretty much in magazine size. And the crazy part is that the Indra recoils like crazy. The Indra is recoiling all over the place. I'm sure you can see from the gameplay. Like, it's insane. I tried to use the Indra, but it's nowhere near as accurate. Like, I was picking off guys from across the map with the Raptor, but the Indra just flies up on your screen because of all the recoil. Really didn't expect that, but damn, this silver silver Raptor Sniper Rifle is outclassing by, I'd say, a huge margin, a rare fully automatic sniper rifle. So get your hands on the Raptor. This shit's legit. It is so good. Now I do want to talk a little bit more about using it with the Krogan Vanguard class, because again, it is a close range class, but I was able to charge in, use my Biotic Charge and then Nova to get enemies weak, and I would just hip fire with the Raptor, and the high damage would usually be enough to finish off those guys. Really interesting. This class, returning from Mass Effect 3, pretty much most of the classes and the abilities are returning from Mass Effect 3, but it's kind of an interesting tipping point. I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but I just want to talk about this quickly. Interesting tipping point, because Mass Effect 3 started out pretty limited in multiplayer, and it added a bunch of skills. It added, you know, the cane trip mines, it added so many different classes, but Mass Effect Andromeda is kind of starting off where Mass Effect 3 ended. Like in Mass Effect Andromeda, there's a decent amount of characters, and they have pretty good variety in their skills. So you're starting off already with a pretty diverse character selection, and they're going to add on to that, add more characters throughout the years with DLC. So that's going to be really interesting to see. But back to the Krogan Vanguard, what was really interesting with him was the jetpack. So everything in this game so far gets jetpacks. So you just basically press the button and you'll jetpack, and if you hold it, you'll jetpack a little bit higher. And that means that you can go anywhere. Like, it's actually pretty crazy. They have maps kind of similar to Mass Effect 3 maps, but you can just jetpack on the top of the roofs every time. Like, I've never found a map so far where I couldn't get on top of something. Like, you just keep climbing on top of shit, and you're fighting from the rooftops, and you can hop down below to kind of the second level, and then you can hop down to the ground level. So there's a lot of verticality, and the enemies will jump up as well to engage you. So don't think that if you're on the rooftops, like, you're just all up there sniping your face off. You are definitely doing some sniping, but the enemies do come up and kind of say, hey, get the hell out of here as well. But no, it's really interesting to use the Krogan Vanguard with the jetpack, because you're so much more mobile. Like in Mass Effect 3, you just had to trundle around the ground everywhere, but in this game you can jetpack into the air, see a guy, and in mid-air engage your Biotic Charge, go down, slam him, and just get those kills. It's really fun to use, and again, it makes those aggressive Vanguard characters so much more potent. And I think that's actually why it seems like they dialed back the damage of Biotic Charge and Nova, because, you know, I'll do both in a row and I will not kill an enemy. I'll definitely have to finish him off with the Raptor, so they're not doing as much damage, it seems. I mean, I haven't upgraded my Vanguard all the way. I assume if I, you know, spec him out to full damage, it will be doing pretty potent stuff, but I was just on bronze, I was still having some trouble killing guys, so I think they might have dialed back the damage just because you're so much more mobile and you can get in and out of situations so easily. Alright guys, now that's it for a look at some of the weapons, some of the characters and abilities that are coming with Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer. If you have the trial as well, or if you're getting the full game, definitely if you get the Raptor, check it out. Like, it blew my mind how effective that gun was and how much better it was and basically still is to my current arsenal. I did get a rare plasma assault rifle with seeking rounds that is performing pretty damn well. Definitely gonna make a video on that as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it interesting. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Mass Effect Andromeda content in the future, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.